The inevitable happened at the Kanaka Garden in Hilo on Monday morning. Authorities descended on the unauthorized plantings of kalo at Wailoa State Park and eradicated the efforts organized by this man, Gene Tamashiro, and his supporters.
Oh, you guys!
Tamashiro was filmed as he approached the officers overseeing the uprooting.
You guys went to take out the kalo this morning. Not you guys. You guys only put back the sod. Only put back the sod. Come night time, man, we'll pull out the kalo.
The footage was posted on the Kanaka Garden Facebook page. Big Island Video News covered the latest round of defiant planting in our newscast yesterday, capturing on video the mass rebellion.
This isn't civil disobedience. This isn't like a strike or a protest. This is civil existence.
As advertised, about 100 or so people showed up to defy the State Department of Land and Natural Resources by digging into the earth to plant kalo, the cultural symbol and food source of the Hawaiian Kingdom, here at this public corner of Wailoa State Park.
They're going to charge us with crimes.
The activity has been outlawed by the powers that be, but these folks paid the warnings no mind. They even used the notice signs to dig deeper as they brought the forbidden garden back to life.
Another thing they want to charge us with is destruction of state property. That's the things they're quoting against us in their paperwork. Is this destruction of anything? I don't think so.
David Schlesinger has seen support for the garden grow even through the ups and downs.
People are coming together and moving really fast and just... I've never seen a planting move as fast, except maybe like in Waipio, I've seen some plantings move pretty fast.
It was a large and diverse group on Saturday, but they were united under a desire for sovereignty.
It's not any one person or one group. This is a whole bunch of different kind of people with different opinions about a lot of different things, but the one thing they hear is they love the land that they live upon, and we actually have love for each other because on this island we remember Ohana, family first. Yeah.
The unauthorized plantings began in September of last year, an Aloha Uprising demonstration that started at the base of the King Kamehameha statue. Gene Tamashiro led the effort in those early days.
We also believe that by planting food and malama aina, particularly kalo, the staff of life, we are honoring the spirit and the wishes of great King Kamehameha, the statue under which this garden has been created.
After those plants were leveled by official caretakers, the group moved several yards away from the kingdom icon, and slowly plants began to appear here and there. Come April 2013, the park had sprouted an entire garden of kalo, banana, and coconut. It was dubbed the Kanaka Garden.
This is the Kanaka Garden, and Kanaka not necessarily meaning cocoa blood, but Kanaka in Hawaiian is actually true human being. But the United States does not have lawful jurisdiction in Hawaii to create a territory and then again to create a state of Hawaii because there is no lawful treaty of annexation. And that's the elephant in the room.
But the government was not amused. The DLNR issued a specific warning to cease and desist.
We are, as you can see, a Kanaka Garden that lives.
The Konohiki of Kawa, Abel Simeona Louis, evicted from his home in Kau when the county did not recognize his allodial claim to the land, joined Tamashiro at the garden.
And we come to show what we grow in the garden. And this is coming from over here and coming from Kawa, of the plants that came.
Louis was one of the ones arrested in the first sweep a few days after this video was taken.
The other night they arrested 11 people, and I was one of the 11 people that got arrested.
Authorities uprooted the crops and leveled the garden to flat dirt.
They went take the tower that was over here. What did they do with it? They hid everything from the people.
But the renegade gardeners were not deterred. The next day, Louis and Tamashiro found support from the children of Keaukaha and were invited to ride as unscheduled participants in the Merry Monarch Festival parade. Meanwhile, the plants returned.
This morning we came and the Manahune went plant this. So I guess we have to continue doing what we do. A farmer, his name is Uncle Henry. He gave the tower, donated the tower to Gene and to the Kanaka people over here. And there was other people that brought taro and planted it.
And again, the government removed them. So the supporters of the Kanaka Garden regrouped and prepared for another event, the one held on Saturday, originally billed as a defiant replanting. Tamashiro says the authorities paid him a visit right before.
And at 7:10 in the morning, they dropped off a little notice from Bill Isla, my brother William, from the head of the DLNR office, and he basically said that we are being warned, if you will, that any more planting, any more digging, any more doing anything without their permission is going to be met with fines. Starts with $500, goes to $1,000, $2,500 a day. It goes on and on.
When the day arrived, the assembled crowd wanted to take action. The support network had grown to include well-known Hawaiian cultural figures in the community.
But for them to remove the kalo, that's the birthright of Kamehameha I. That's the birth of our people. That was removed. What obstruction was it to anyone except to speak what the Hawaiian is and the essence of Hawaiians? And thank you for allowing us the privilege to come and stand on the ground that is truly the people of Hawaii.
Albert Ha'a, who traces his lineage back to Hawaii's ruling ali'i and is an inspirational kupuna for Tamashiro, urged the crowd to consider a different route to the replanting.
For now, I've been telling Gene, it is my suggestion that we try to cooperate with the government. If they're willing to give us a written list so we can continue our education in regards to halo'a.
Tamashiro also gave the crowd a chance to reconsider.
I suggest that we don't cross the line and plant, although I really want to. We all really want to. And maybe as time goes on, we might end up doing it, but here's why I don't want to do it. Although we have asked them for 7 months to come forward, we have never offered them a proposal to try and work this out, meaning a contract proposal so that all of us, this ohana, agree to take care of this island, which we did for 7 months, and we can do a lot better because now a lot of ohanas are coming together to take care of this 3 acres the way the king would take care of it.
But by then it was clear the movement had gained more momentum than any one person could control.
Certainly know what would Gandhi do? Gandhi would plant. Gandhi would not petition the oppressor and ask them for permission for something that we already have and know we have.
Once the music started, the grass covering laid down by authorities was rolled away, and the kalo was returned to the earth.
We are ohana, and that's what we got to put first. To come down here and talk story with the kupuna that say they're the living heirs of the people that this place belongs to, that all the 2.2 million acres belong to. They're here, they're alive, they are the evidence, not the crime, as everybody likes to say. They threaten us with arrest. They do arrest us, they take our property and they don't give it back. Where is the evidence that you guys have the right to do any of this? It's been 120 years of peaceful resistance on these islands. And that was how the Queen Liliuokalani set it up to be. And we're still doing it.
As of Sunday, the Kanaka Garden in Hilo was still standing.
But just a few hours later, as expected, the garden was once again reduced to dirt and sod, and this time authorities erected an orange barrier fence around the contentious plot. Filming at first from afar, then close up, the Kanaka Garden's primary supporters tried in vain to talk story. We were told that there were no arrests this time around.
Talk to you two. You know why? Because you guys are in the operation, and you're a human soul too.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're
okay.
No problem.
We're gonna cut.